Hello everyone, my name is Nakia Dhariwala and this is my individual project 2 for my data engineering class. Now the purpose of this project is to provide functions for ETL operations which are extract, transform and load, and to query a SQLite database for data analysis. Essentially, this repository will process data from an external public dataset and store that data into a SQLite database using Rust. The key stages are extract, where data is fetched from a public GitHub repo and loaded into a CSV file. Transform and load, wherein the CSV file is cleaned and pre-processed so that the data can be can be loaded into a SQLite database. And then there's querying, when queries are performed to ensure that they return the results that we require. Now, essentially, I used the help of GitHub Copilot to convert my existing Python code into Rust, wherein I used its suggestions as a base and I adjusted my code accordingly to improve accuracy, making my ETL pipeline more robust. My repository contains a folder called mylib, which has two main files, lib.rs and main.rs, wherein my lib.rs contains the functions that are required. When my lib.rs consists of all of these functions such as extract data, clean data, load data, and the CRUD operations for SQL querying. The log query essentially logs all of my SQL queries into the query log.md, which I will show you in a bit. Then my main.rs essentially calls all of the functions from lib.rs and orchestrates the ETL pipeline, wherein it extracts, cleans, and loads the CSV file. It extracts and cleans the CSV file and loads it into a SQLite database. It queries the top 20 records, which I have mentioned in my code, and also demonstrates the CRUD operations from the database. My repository also contains a test.rs file wherein each ETL process is tested and it also validates the CRUD operations. So I'm going to show you a quick demo of my project. As you can see that right now my query log is empty. My data folder does not have the Excel CSV file and I do not have a SQLite database file as well. If I do cargo build, it'll ensure that all the dependencies I require are there. Cargo run is going to perform all of my lib.rs functions from main.rs file. And you can see that my CSV file has been created, my database has been created, and it also performed all of these SQL operations, wherein it created the table, it selected the top 20 rows, it selected a row where the employee ID is 101, and the other CRUD operations such as creating a new record, updating a record, and deleting a record as well. And I'm also going to do cargo test to ensure that all of my tests perform correctly, which it did. As you can see, all of them have my delete, query, create, and update records have all passed. So this is my project, and thank you.